Hey y'all, hey! Welcome to my page, y'all. Welcome to the replay. If you don't see a red box right there, that just means you're catching the replay, and all you have to do is comment hashtag replay. Ask any questions, we'll answer them. So y'all come on in. TGIF and happy September 1st. So if it's not September 1st, that means you're catching the replay, okay? So comment along, y'all. Say hey. We are going to do the transfer of the month, and we're going to get a little bit detailed with y'all. So let's see how well I do this. Okay, so kind is the key word, K-I-N-D, because y'all know it's just so good to be kind. So let's get started, and I've got some other things I'm going to show you because I think it's important that you know what is happening in September. So it's been very, very busy over here today. Many of you probably received notifications of shipping. So Zach was like, before the holiday, let's bust out all the stuff. And because it is a 3-day weekend, right? Hello, it is September. Kelly, what are you doing? What are you doing? So if you are a club member, I'm going to go over a couple of things that I actually had down on my to-do list to share with y'all. And it's almost like a sign sometimes that you like wait to show some stuff. So we're going to start off this month of September 2023. There are a ton of kits. Like example, the Cork Halloween Bat kit is 25% off for club members. There's several. There's 9 total, but I'm going to show you 3 of them because I think like it's not something normally I would show you, but it's also, I think they're pretty cool, okay? So I'm going to show you what we call our Chalk It Up kits, okay? So all of these are like accessory-driven tools, not transfer, paste, maybe one surface or 2 related, okay? So we're going to go in and I'm going to show you the Tool Time Chalk It Up kit first, okay? So this right here is everything that you're going to get in the Tool Time kit, and it's 25% off, y'all. All month long while supplies last. So you're going to get the fuzzing cloth. That's what I use to fuzz the transfers and get all the lint on the back so it doesn't stick to my surface super duper well. You're going to get the transfer trimmers. You can use these left-handed, right-handed. These are metal, and you can slice and dice your transfers with these. You're going to get a small squeegee. That's what we use to drag that paste and ink over our silk screen. Then you're going to get the multi-tool. It is a very fun tool to have. And then you get a pack of board erasers. So this one is called Tool Time Chalk It Up kit. Okay, because there's 3. I had to make notes, y'all, because I forgot what was in them. Okay. It is a long weekend. So Kelly, are you doing like a teacher in service? The boys are out of school today. And my schedule that I had going for the last 2 weeks, 1.5 weeks, like it just went out the window. And I'm like, Amy, just roll with the punches. Everything cannot be like that's what I'm used to. And now that I'm not like working a desk job, and they're out of school, I'm like, well, it's a free-for-all. Everybody do what you want to do. Mom doesn't have to sit at the computer, but I still have a business to run. So anyways, the next one, this one's pretty cool, y'all. So this is called Think Ink Chalk It Up kit. This is 25% off. So it is the 17 by 17 mat. You get 2 of the square pillows. You can make pillows with these, y'all. And so you would slide this in your pillows, and you would put a transfer on it and then use your small squeegee, these 3 items in that kit, 25% off, to make your pillows. Okay, so there's kit number 2. I think it's pretty awesome. So this is kit number 1, all of these things. This is the, Tool Time Chalk It Up kit, okay? Then this next one is actually pretty cool. So this one is called Top Notch Tools. So you are going to get the quick dry tool, which is this thing that I use all the time. You get this. You get the like heavy duty handled squeegee, y'all. This is pretty cool. Like big projects, great. You're going to get the detail tool in that. Okay, so this is a smaller squeegee, and then you have that itty bitty 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 point. Okay. The angled squeegee, pretty awesome. Zach has used this before. I have not. And then you get the paste scraper. So these items right here are in the top-notch tools, and it's club members only. You cannot get this if you're just a customer and you have not joined the club, okay? You have to be a club member to take advantage of this. All month long, 25% off. 9 total kits, but I just showed you 3 of them, okay? Now, one thing we're going to do, the one thing I came on here to show y'all is we're going to use our new transfer. Words matter. Y'all know me and my words. I'm all about, you know, positivity. Like my shirt today says, be yourself and don't apologize, right? Just you do you. But also at the same time, be kind. So when you get your subscription this month, you're going to get this transfer. We're going to use this on a frame. And yes, I'm going to use all 3 colors. And one of them is a shimmer. And one of them is upside down, as I show you. Camel, Pesto, and Shimmer Rose Gold. Y'all, and this is like real life. We're messy crafters, right? Hot Mess Express. I don't clean my jars. Maybe you do. But also in this, you're going to get a coordinating free accessory that goes with the transfer. So this would be specifically for the words. I'm not going to use this today because I'm just going to lay it flat on a surface that I've picked out. And then for the first time you sign up, you're going to get a mini squeegee, okay, to drag your paste over that silk screen. And then you're going to get the paste packets, all right, just like this. So these are called paste packets, and I'm going to use jars today. If you are a club member of A to Z Designs, go check out the VIP group because we've got some special stuff up in there for you only, okay? So I'm going to put all of that back. And today, y'all, we're going to put this on our Verity frame. I thought this would be really pretty with all of the florals and the font right here on this frame. This is magnetic. It is reusable. So, wish me luck. Let's see how this goes. Usually I'm kind of like a one and done color. Not today. Not today. All right, so I'm going to scoot this back now that I'm done being all up in your face. But what I'm going to do is open this up by just crawling my fingers across the sticky part, sliding it out. Now on this one, I do not have to write back on it because there is an I don't know, it's like an off-white yellowish color so that you can differentiate between the 2 sides. So you have white and you have like a yellowish. Okay, so I'm going to peel that off. And I am going to grab my fuzzing cloth because I'm going to need to fuzz this really well. Okay, but before I do that, I am doing shimmer without Zach. I honestly thought he should do this because of the shimmer, but he's busy with the boys. They're swimming. Yes, Julianne, the extra bonus is amazing, right? Okay, so I'm getting my Camel out, my Shimmer Rose Gold, and my Pesto, and I'm going to get them all stirred up to make sure they are ready for my masterpiece that I'm about to attempt. All right, Shimmer Rose Gold I have not used in a hot minute. So it is at the bottom of the jar, and it is not, how do I explain this? Like, I don't know if I can show you this, but like this one, I have like no muscle stirring this, okay? It's just flowing right through this stir stick, okay? This one, on the other hand, is a little bit, you see how it looks a little bit, I don't know, not chunky, but it is definitely on the drier side, okay? So, with that said, I am going to spray a little bit of distilled water in there and work it so that it becomes that no muscle stir. Okay, that's what we're going to call it. All right. Kathleen, you have to be in the VIP group to look. Zach wants to know, show of hands, who has already ordered the September craft kit, and then the Boo shelf sitter up there. Quite a few of y'all. Thank you so much. All right, so this, you want your paste to be the right consistency, because if it is not, it may dry inside your screen and it's going to stick in your screen and not on the surface, okay? But if it's too wet, then you could run the risk of it bleeding, all right? So just stir, stir, stir. This is becoming a nicer consistency. But like I said, wow, Zach, you've used a lot of Shimmer Rose Gold. This is all you, buddy. All right, so that one's good to go. Now I'm going to stir my pesto, and this one is kind of on the, oh, what is the word? I just had it. This is called paste, okay? There we go, there we go, there we go. It was just a little bit dry. All right, enough of that. But that's what you would do in the event your jars, your packets, which you should never have with your packets being a dry consistency. But you would just want to take care of them and stir them up. Okay? All right. Here we go. Ready? Down. So I've taken it off the backer sheet. This is called a backer sheet. You want to save that. Don't throw that away. That is not trash. Then I'm going to fuzz this. This is the very, very, very first time that I am using this. And it is very sticky. Okay? There is quite a bit of silk screen on this. You see through it. That is the silk screen. Okay? So let's continue to fuzz it. Okay? Yay, Pat, you're gonna get you one. Hi, Donna. How are you? Look at all the hands going up. Michelle Pryor. What up, girl? Thicker, thank you. Hi, Jeannie. All right, so we are going to make sure that this does not stick. See how it's sticky? Too well on our surface. So what I'm gonna do, you know what I should have done? Let me move these over here to the side instead of up here at the top. That way I have a little bit more room to work. So y'all hit the heart button, type in the word kind. That is the key word for today because I put this Verity frame in there for you. And this transfer is gonna fit right inside this surface. Okay, and what we're gonna do, and I have fabric strings in my transfer. So you wanna make sure that you get those out so that it does not cause any bleeding around your silk screen. Okay, so right now what I'm doing is I am just making sure that all the air bubbles are out. Okay, and then I'll just press it back down and we'll be on our way to making pretty things. And my dog is snoring so loud. Can y'all hear that? Hit the heart button if you can hear that. She's had a day. All right, here we go. It's my crafting buddy. She's in here. She just sleeps. All right, ready, go. So I think what I'm going to do, whenever you are in the club, good grief, y'all. Whenever you are in the club, you will receive an email with like a how-to video for this and some written instructions. So there is something right there. I see it. Get out. You do not belong here. And I'm going to basically do this the same way the images on our chalk website. All right. Goodness. I've never had so many issues with the transfer, y'all. Okay. So what that means is you could simply go to our website and you're just going to pull it up. And I'm going to work top to bottom. Okay. Top to bottom. And we're going to peel and reveal as we go. So I am going to concentrate, y'all. So I may not be as talkative as normal, but it's fine. Just sit back and relax and watch this happen. Okay? And I do have the image pulled up on my other computer screen. And that's what y'all can do as well. Just kind of follow along with the picture. Now, if this is way too detailed for you, just grab one color and slap it on here and call it a day. But ideally, all these little bitty flowers will be the Shimmer Rose Gold. There is some greenery in here. Now, when you join club, your card will automatically be charged on the 5th of every month. And then you should, on good months, receive the transfer. Uh-oh. Where's my paper towels? Around the 15th, but before the 20th. Okay? All right, so let's go in with the pesto. We're going to do this. I swear, y'all, I just asked Zach for some paper towels the other day. Did I not? It was in the crafting group, right? The craft box group. All right, so all of this is going to be green. But like, for example, this month, club members only get the special on the kits, 25% off. So it definitely pays to be a club member. And then Zach and I offer other perks for you as well. All right, green. Come over here and do green. Green. All of this is green. Okay. Y'all, this is very detailed for me. I originally was just going to throw white on here, and I was like, no, I'm going to show them how to use their colors. Okay, so now that we have that, we are going to peel it up, release the paste from the screen. Okay, so it may be difficult to see, but do y'all see that right there? If you can't see it, just swipe the comments over. Now, look what I peeled up. I peeled up all of this right here that I have yet to touch. So what you want to make sure of is that when you lay it back down, you press it down so that you don't have any air bubbles, because you have to go over those parts, right? Those spots, the part of the transfer. So that is super important. Okay. Now, I am going to, the next major section of this, y'all, is the words. But I'm going to hop over here and I am going to do the greenery. And that one is Shimmer Rose Gold. All right. Y'all have big plans? This is a holiday weekend, huh? You're right, it is. Kelly said that. We have a baseball game, y'all. Tomorrow is our first game. 10 a.m., so hopefully it won't be too hot. So I am excited for that. And then we'll probably just hang out by the pool. Just relax, right? Enjoy some family time. But notice how I'm using this multi-tool. So this is part of one of the Chalk It Up kits that club members can get 25% off in September only, while supplies last. Okay, so before I do the camel, which I'm going to use on the words, I'm going to peel this up and release the paste from the screen. If you were to leave it there for a while, working on other parts of your transfer, most likely, y'all, it's going to stay in the screen and not end up on your surface. Like, it's going to come up, okay? And then you're going to be like, well, why is it blank? What happened? Well, because it's sitting inside of the screen. You don't want that. Okay, here we go. Oh, thanks, Virginia. You loved last night? Thanks. Yes. Yes, last month, Desi seemed like it was a little bit slow to send out, and I'm not quite sure why. All right, so now I'm going to go in with Camel, which is the third color that you will get in your club subscription. And it reminds me of like a caramel color, peanut butter color. But y'all, I'm going to be so proud of myself. So this is project number 1 for the month. Last month we did 10. I don't know that I'm going to beat that record, y'all. All right, I'm going to quickly finish up this section right here, and we must peel to release the paste from the screen. Okay, pick up the excess. I have quite a bit there. Put it back in my jar, and let's lift. Ooh-wee. Y'all see that? Okay, okay. I'm liking it so far. Press all of this down, and then just lay that top piece down. Don't press it down, just let it go. Okay? All right, so now we've got some greenery over here. Let's do that. And then we'll move on. Now, I will tell you that if you get too much paste, like this is what I have realized. If you get too much paste on this multi-tool and you're trying to work in a very, very small spot, you're going to get it everywhere. So just try and get very little on here. Let's see. Let me wipe this off. Now, there we go. Another special that we have right now for club and customers, BOGO surfaces. January 1st today through the 6th, only while supplies last. So basically, if you go to the BOGO surface tab on my website, all you have to do is comment the word kind, and there is some information on one of the buttons about that in your messenger. But basically, let's say you wanted 2 of the same surface, buy one, get one, just add 2 to your cart. And when you check out, you'll see the deal. Okay. And then we also released, there's a lot of things this month, y'all. Color of the month. It is a purple, my favorite color. So hopefully I will have that very soon to show y'all. And I don't know how long that will last. We have all been waiting for a darker purple. I mean, it's not like too dark, but it's darker than what we currently have. And it would be really good for Halloween. All right, so this is called a mini squeegee. I'm using this because the words take up a little bit more real estate here on the transfer. So that's why you see me using this. But if you want, just use a smaller squeegee like a multi-tool to do this section. All right, let's lift and see what it looks like. Oh my goodness, y'all. That is gorgeous. Okay, so now we're gonna just press this back down, only where we lifted it up, and I already see a spot on the words that I missed. There we go. All right, we're almost finished. Who's having fun? Me. It is. Hi, Bambi. It is Zach's birthday month. I may have said January 1st, y'all. I don't know. I may have. Sometimes I just get to saying all sorts of things. So just correct me. All right, this is a flower. I don't even know what this is. No, I think that's a leaf that I'm doing in the wrong color, but whatever. It's fine. I should have looked at my picture. Like I told y'all, I was trying to follow the picture as a guide. I don't know if that's... Yeah, that's supposed to be green. Let's see what happens. Now, because it's a chalkboard, and if you were really that particular, you could just wipe that section off, clean your transfer, and go lay it down again and go back over it. Which we might do, and I'll show you how to do it. Okay, go in with the green. Love this, y'all. Like I said, I normally do not get this detailed. But for those of you that do, I thought it would be great to show you. All right, so the green goes all the way across. So that will be on the very bottom. Whoops, that's supposed to be pink too. Darn it. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna show you how to fix it because typically I don't. I'm gonna lift this all the way up. Ooh-wee, okay? And I'm gonna show you. That is what we have so far. There's a glare, right? But what I'm gonna do is I'm going to show you how to fix this. So first we want to spray the transfer. We're gonna clean off the transfer. Okay, this is the beauty of this frame. All right, let me lay this right there, right there. Now, what I'm gonna do is grab, I'm just gonna grab a wipe and I'm gonna clean this off over here. I don't know if you can see it, but I'll show you here in a second. I just don't want to take a shortcut, y'all, and just say, oh, well. Like, normally it wouldn't matter, but I want to show you today. Okay, so just hang out. Maybe, I don't know. I'll have to see. Just send me a message to my personal page, like to me personally, and we'll work on it. All right, so this is a board eraser. This is also in one of the Chalk It Up kits. Club members 25% off. Spray it. Okay, and just clean off all of that paste. So do y'all have any project ideas for this yet? I do know I want to put it on a shirt. I do know that. But as far as that goes, I mean, I don't have any other ideas. So hopefully the ideas will come. You could put it on a banner, one of our pennant banners. All right, so I'm just cleaning all of this off so that we can lay it back down on our surface. Now, as I'm cleaning this off, I'm removing the fuzz that we originally put on it when we laid it down on our fuzzing cloth. Okay. All right, so I am working with, like, somebody seriously hijacked my paper towels. I wonder who it could be. Maybe one of my boys. Okay, so I found a spot that I can wipe this off. So let me wipe off all the water. I have this little cart right here. I know you guys can't see it. This right here sits beside me every time I do a tutorial. And the boys know, like, don't take anything off that cart. So, I don't know. Okay, so I removed, I know it's upside down, but I removed this section right here where I did the wrong color. Okay. So I'm going to just go in and make sure I get all of that extra chalk paste off. Go in and dry it. Okay, and then I'm just going to take my dryer to it just to help me dry it off. Okay, there you go. Okay, don't throw that away. Now, we need to fuzz this again before we lay it down. Because like I said, we removed all of the lint that we originally put on there when we fuzzed it the first time. Okay. Are the pads you were cleaning the transfer with reusable? Yes, those are just dish drying mats off of Amazon. So you can just comment the word kind and it will be on our Amazon store. All right, so I'm going to be extra careful and fuzz this well because I don't want it to remove the paste used or that we already put down on the surface. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to be smart about this, y'all. And you know what? To be honest, these colors on here kind of remind me of fall. Something about them. Okay. Don't do this much. I don't do this often, but I'm going to use my backer sheet and lay it right here. Right there. Okay. That way, see, I worked smarter. When I go to lay this down, all of this right here isn't even going to touch my design. Okay. And then I'm just going to line it up where it was. I'm just going to look through the silk screen of that transfer. And once it's in the spot where it needs to go, I'm just going to press down on the area I have yet to chalk on. Okay. All right, let me grab my detail tool and go in here and fix this. Okay. So use the tools that you have at your hand, y'all. The backer sheet does come in handy every now and then, not just to store your transfer on. Okay. All right, green. This is what we came to do. We came to fix this right here. This was the wrong color. There we go. Just like so. Okay, so I'm gonna just lift this up over here, lay it back down to release that paste. Then I'm gonna lift this up over here, lay it back down to release the paste. Okay, then I'm gonna go in with Camel and finish those words. So speak kind words to yourself. Like, y'all, you should jump out of bed every day and put your 2 feet on the floor and say, today is going to be a great day. Okay? I challenge you to do that. Just saying. All right, we've got our little flower here. And then we've got more flowers here. Let me check my picture. Make sure I'm doing it right. There really is no right or wrong way to do this, y'all. I'm just trying to match the picture. Okay. Then the rest should be green. So let me grab a mini squeegee and use it for this bottom portion. Go all the way across. And then I'm going to switch to the multi-tool to get those little bitty pieces. Right there and right there. And that, my friend, wraps it up. Woo-woo! We did it. We did it. We did it. So I just need to clean this again, the bottom portion. So I'm going to just lay it down and spray it. And then I'll hold this up and show y'all. okay? But y'all, this is really pretty. Check it out. Look how pretty that is. I did that. I made that. I love that. Yes. Isn't that pretty? And it's kind of fallsy, right? I mean, the shimmer is in there, but it's not overpowering. And the camel, I think, is what makes it fall for me. It looks so pretty, y'all. I'm really proud of that one. Proud of that one. So, yes, Pat, just comment the word kind. Click on shop products, and it's down there on one of those cards. All right, y'all. Take care. We'll see you later. Bye, friends.